Okay, guys. Do you see where we are? I'm freaking out. Welcome to my channel. If you clicked on this video, then that means you have some interest in what I'm about to say. Come close. I have been diagnosed with breast cancer. Right? Crazy. You're so young. How did this happen to you? All the things I'm thinking. I just wanted to share my journey because when I researched this, when I Googled it, there were not a lot of people, there were no people, women on there going through this experience that looked like me, who were around the same age as I am. And I just I didn't feel relatable to any of them. Granted, I did get a lot of helpful information, of course, and I did, get a lot of valuable tips and the way things are gonna go and how this looks or whatever. But to help somebody else feel not alone, I wanted to make or document this journey. So this will be a whole separate series on my YouTube channel. During this time, for a moment, I thought that I was gonna quit doing YouTube and practicing or recording and doing all that fun jazz. But the more I researched, the more I realized that that is not the thing to do. You have to stay busy, you have to stay focused, and just take everything one step at a time, one appointment at a time. So today is the first day that I found out. I went and got, so first of all, let me start from the beginning. About 5 months ago, probably about 4 months ago, I was lotioning my body regularly, just being normal, and I found a lump in my left breast. And a few months before that, I had a lump in my right breast, but it had just went away. So I assumed that this one would go away. As a couple months went by, I realized that it was moving, which is a good sign, just so you know. Well, I guess not really. So it was kind of moving around, and everybody was like, oh, if it's moving, then that's a good thing. It's, cancer doesn't move. So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's probably just like, a swollen gland or, maybe something. But I was like, you know what, let me just go to the doctor to make sure. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, she felt around, just my primary care doctor. She felt around and was like, I'm going to refer you to go see to go get a mammogram and an ultrasound. So I do that. I go get a mammogram. I go get an ultrasound. They tell me that they do see a lump. It was actually quite large, a larger size lump. So they wanted to do biopsy. So I go, I do a biopsy, right? All this happens within probably like a month. So I went and got a biopsy. Today is Friday. I got my biopsy done on Wednesday. And she called me this morning and informed me that I have breast cancer, that my test came back positive. Sorry, I had to clear space. So, where did I leave off? So they called me this morning, told me that my results came back positive for breast cancer. So I was pretty distraught. I am still very distraught. As you can tell, I'm not really talking clearly. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I do know how I feel. I feel, right now, I feel relieved. At first, of course, I broke down. I was in shock. Like, what do you mean? Like, who wants to hear that? Who even thinks they're going to hear that? I was for sure. At first, they told me that it was going to be fibrosis manola, which is so common in women, and a lot of women have them, and they don't turn into anything, and they're just, you know, there. Da, da, da. But me, knowing what I know, like, nothing is really just supposed to be growing in your body, like, abnormally. That's not normal. Whether it's a fibrosis manola or whether it's breast cancer, it's not healthy. Like, that's not right. So one, don't let anybody just tell you like, yeah, you're fine. No, you're not fine. So with that, here we go. Here we go. Now, the specs of my breast cancer, the specifics is that it is in stage 1. It's only 2 centimeters, large, round, big, as right now. And the center that I am going to is working really, really fast to get me in. This is what they do with all their patients. That's what they pride themselves on, is moving fast in these situations and making sure that you can get in and get out. Now, I have been reassured that it's treatable. It's like a 99% success rate. I may or may not need to get my entire breast removed. 100% I'm not gonna die. First of all, that's what everybody thinks. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna die. I'm not gonna die, okay? So that was the first deep breath, okay? So like, okay, so then where do we go from here? Now there's this gene that I may or may not have. It's called the BRCA gene. Angelina Jolie has it. She ended up getting both of her breasts removed just for, I don't really know the details, if it was in both breasts or if she did it as a preventative measure. I'm not quite sure, but I do know that she got both of her breasts removed in result of having this gene. So I do have to get tested for that. So right now, that is my biggest scare. I will not die, but my breasts could possibly have came to their end, okay? Which I hope not. You know, I still want to be a woman, which, don't get me wrong, you're still a woman. You are still woman, no matter what. Whether you have to have your breasts removed, whether you have to have a hysterectomy, whether you have to be put through menopause early, which some of the medicines that they give you, it does put you into menopause. You are still very much a woman. But that was a concept that I am still wrapping my head around. But I don't want to jump too far ahead of the gun. You know, I just want to take it step by step. As of now, we just want to get the lump out, test the lymph nodes, and see where it is from there. So this is just my first little document. It's going to go into a whole story time situation where I'm going to sit down and talk to you about it. I don't want to go so far into details that I don't know. As of right now, I'm just going to take you guys with me on this journey, and then we will look back collectively, and we'll go through this event. We're going to go through this together, and we're going to beat this together. And I just want to help somebody along the way, because everybody records their BBLs, everybody records their tummy tucks, everybody records them getting their nails done and their hair done and their skincare and their glow up and all these great things. But it's hard for people that look like me, around my age, in my same culture, in my same community, Black women in general. Like, we don't really have a lot of of the realness. And I told y'all from the gate, this channel is all the glitz and glam, and also behind that, you know, we're gonna get into some real stuff. So I'm gonna take you with me on this journey, and we gonna figure it out together. So what I want to do, the last little clip that you saw was me literally, I just found out. I was kind of like distraught. I was all over the place with it. I don't even know. I still haven't started treatment yet. I just went and did an MRI so that they could check, you know, my other breast and make sure that the size and everything in this one was okay. They ended up finding another lump in the right side at 12 o'clock. So I guess the way that they find the tumors is they, you know, it's like a clock. So, you know, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, so forth and so forth. The one on this side is at 3 o'clock. This one's at 12 o'clock. So I went and I met with my surgeon. I met with the oncologist. Sorry, my dogs are trying to play. This is not the time. I just said, no, stop. So I get my port put in on Tuesday. Today is Monday, tomorrow. Tomorrow. So today I'm going to really try to hydrate my body. I'm going to hydrate my body. I'm going to eat a lot of anti-inflammatory foods, pineapple, mango, high protein to help me like just get through it, which this surgery is not that major. It's not like, you know, a big thing, but it's something my body is obviously gonna have to go through. I've never been through a major surgery. I've never had any type of surgery. I've never had any type of serious health problems. The only surgery I have ever had was a C-section for having my children. So I don't even know what surgery feels like or looks like, but that is why I'm starting these vlogs, so that somebody that has the same kind of situations as me can kind of get some sort of understanding, because I don't really know what to expect. So I'm just going to give it to you guys raw as I get it. I'm going to give it to you. So one major milestone why I decided to record today, and I'll also record tomorrow and try to get some footage, you know, like about the process maybe. I don't know. Once I get in the doctor's offices, my mind is not like, okay, pull out the camera. That's not what I'm on. But we'll see. Definitely when I start going through treatment, I will try and keep you guys, you know, with me on the balance. Hush! I will try to keep you guys updated as to everything that's going on. But today I went to go get my nails done, and as you can see in my other vlogs, I have nails. So I have no nails. Oh my gosh, they're gone. I was so sad, but not really. Like, I like my nails. They're not bad. Like, you know, a little dainty little situation. I was gonna try to keep my nails done, but I was doing research, and I guess the chemo does, you know, it makes your nails very fragile and thin and brittle, and they crack. So I'm like, if I do bump my nails a lot, even though I did get Gel X, which Gel X does not break as easily as acrylic, but I do bump them a lot. I snag them a lot. So I'm like, if my nails are already tender and going through some things, if I snag it the wrong way, I just don't want anything extra to happen. And then they said it can also cause infection when they're doing like your cuticle beds and all that. Luckily, the nail lady I go to, she works out of her house, so it's way more sanitary than if I was to go to a salon. Now, I did go yesterday and get my toes done. I do get acrylic toes, but toes last way longer than nails. So I'm just going to rock my toes out until until the end. Usually though, I don't know what happened. It keeps cutting off. I don't know. I'm definitely going to invest in a Canon that could just stay recorded. I think this battery is about to die. I don't know. But what I was saying, cut my nails. We get the port put in tomorrow. So I'm trying to make sure that my body has everything that it needs in order to get through this process as easy as you can. So eating a lot of anti-inflammatory foods, a lot of foods with antioxidants in them. I'm drinking a lot of water, protein, because protein, you know, just helps your muscles overall become better equipped to let your body be able to heal better and faster. So then after that, I believe it'll be about a week out, and then I will actually start treatment. After my first session, first treatment, I'm gonna go ahead and shave my hair. I was going to just leave these braids in and wait until they just started falling out, but I realized in doing research and everybody saying that that's more depressing than just go ahead and taking control and shaving it. So that's what I'm going to do. I was also on Instagram and I was looking up henna tattoos so I could get some henna, and you know, like I'm all down for, you know, wearing my little hijab and, you know, just embracing the baldness for a little bit. But then there's also going to be days where I'm gonna put on my little lace front. Okay, I'm going to go get my brows done next Tuesday, so I'm gonna give me some micro nano brows, which I wanted anyway. I'm gonna buy me a good wig. I was debating if I wanted to just buy like a little cheap synthetic one, but I'm like, it's gonna get ratted, I'm gonna be pissed off. So let me just go ahead and spend a couple hundred and get a really good quality. I want it to be full lace so that my scalp can breathe and that I can actually customize it to my scalp, because last time I couldn't. So that is what we're doing right now. This battery is about to die, so I will keep you guys updated tomorrow. That's all I have for today. I took the nails off and we have a hair chop plan. So we gonna get through this, girl. We gonna get through this. Okay, guys. Do you see where we are? I'm freaking out. Say hi, babe. So, like I told y'all yesterday, I'm just getting the little port put in to apply the chemo. So, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel, but I told y'all I would take you with me, so we're here. I had to wipe down with these 4 little cloths to make sure I'm all sanitary. Obviously, I showered with Dial soap, made sure everything was sanitary. I have on my robe. This is my first time ever being admitted into a hospital. I don't even know what to say. But I will be back, and I will check in as the process continues so y'all can see how this is supposed to go. Because I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. So you have to swipe your nose with iodine, this red stuff. It doesn't hurt. Like I said, this is my first time ever being admitted or having surgery. So I'm like, everything is brand new to me. I've seen other people do it. I've been support for other people, but I've never had to. So just so you know, it doesn't burn. It doesn't feel any type of way. It's just cold. And then they put these nice little things on your legs to keep the blood flow going so you don't get blood clots. And I have all these nice warm heated blankets. They are so nice. If you're in Colorado, come to Adventist, Parker Adventist Hospital. So far, I'll let you know. But as of now, they do great. So I'm just showing y'all step by step because I'm nervous. That's really what this is. I probably won't come back on here until I get home. Because I'm gonna leave my camera and everything with my fiance, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be vlogging that much. They'll come in, they'll give me an IV and get like a relaxation medicine started, saline, and then they're gonna knock me out. That's the good part about it. I'm excited about it. Everybody says that's the best part, is you get knocked out. I don't like drugs. I don't like being high. I don't like none of that. But I definitely don't want to feel this. So I'm okay with it. So I will see y'all when we get back to the house, and I will let you know how the rest of this procedure is going, and I will show you the port as much as I can because I'm pretty sure it might be covered at right now. So yeah, fingers crossed. What's up, y'all? I'm at home, back at the crib. It is the next day. I just, girl, yesterday I could not get on here and talk. As you can see, I can barely talk now. It's not that like I'm out of breath. No, it is that I'm out of breath. Like, it is really, really draining. But overall, the procedure went really good. I was able to get my port put in. It kind of hurts right now. About time I was done with surgery, I wasn't able to get to the sorry, should have got all this situated before. I wasn't able to get to grab my tea. Oh man, I wasn't able to get to the pharmacy to get my medications at that time because my surgery was at 2:30. The surgery itself only took like 27 minutes. After that, it took me 45 minutes to wake up. They said I am a sleeper, but it's still like regular. So it took a little bit to wake up, but I got up. I'm up. I wasn't as like out of it as I thought I was, but there was just like no energy, and I really didn't want to like move my arm. I got my port put on the right side, and I'm holding the camera with my right arm, which I probably should not do. There we go. So I probably should have put y'all on the tripod, but I just didn't feel like setting it all up and taking it back down. So forgive me for that. But anyway, it went pretty easy. I'm gonna show you my port. I just changed my shirt. These are my gym shirts, which I never actually got to wear to the gym because I found this out and it was like straight to the business. This morning I was supposed to go get a biopsy and I missed my time. I was so knocked out. But if I knew, if I was, I don't know. I have this little calendar right here, okay, with all my appointments. So when they call me and they book something, I put it on the board, right? And for some reason, I kept thinking that it was at 11 and it was really at 9:45, but I was mixing it up with my CT scan that I have. I'm like, what's the point of having a board if you ain't gonna look at the board? And my fiance kept asking me like, what time? And I'm like, just look at the board. Well, that's what I said now, because like 11:30. It's not 11:30. It was 9:45. So I told my fiance from now on, don't ask me, just look at the board. I can guarantee that I put the times on the board properly. If I remember or not, I don't know. So but if I did do the biopsy today, I would have been a little bit sore right now. Biopsies don't really hurt while you're getting them done. Like, it's a little pinch when they stick you with the needle, but they numb you first and then they stick you, and then after that you don't feel anything. If you ever had like a Nexplanon put in your arm, the birth control, it's just like that. Like, you don't feel anything. So let me show you. So I might actually want to set this down. Let me show you guys my port. Ooh, hold on, angles. Ah, should have just had y'all there the whole time, huh? Cheers. Okay, so Sorry about that. That was the coordinator. Like I said, I was supposed to go for the biopsy this morning at 9:45, but I missed it. So I was calling them to see if there's any way, anyway, that I could get in sooner. So that's a tip that I've learned. Do not miss your appointments. And it's crazy because I have the board. That's what I have the board for. Because I went to go do something and I said it was at 11:30 and it wasn't until like, no, I said it was at 11, but it wasn't until 11:30. So of course we got there like 10:30. So yes, I'd rather be early than late, but just try not to miss your appointments when you're going through these things, because sometimes they have to push them out. Granted, it's only on the 3rd. I see the oncologist on the 1st. So if I was going to even start treatment, I wouldn't start treatment until that following Monday, which would be about the 6th, which is the 2 weeks out that she said from when I met with her on the 17th. 1, 2. So about, yeah, at the end of 2 weeks. So I need to stop moving so much because the more you move, it hurts. Now, if I just sit here and be chill, it kind of calms down. But me trying to twist my neck and all this, I don't know. So anyway, the port. I'm going to show y'all again. I know it's gross, but this is what we got to go through. All right. Let's go close up. It's pretty graphic. So that's all we're going to do with that. So, oops, wrong way. Let me explain. So the little hole bulge you saw right here, that is where they're going to administer the administration. There's literally like a hole, but my skin is covering it. I'm not quite sure how that works out, if they still got to stick me every time right there, or like, does a flap open up? I don't know. When I saw and watched on YouTube, it looked like there was a portal, like an open portal, but maybe they keep it closed until they do the first treatment because they want everything on the inside to heal. So there's a port right here. It's about this big. So it's about right here, and then there's a tube that's going up into my neck. I believe there's another tube that kind of goes down a little bit towards like my lymph nodes. I'm assuming, I think. She said either or. It's either going to go up into my neck or down. So, that's what we did, y'all. Like I was just telling the nurse, she just called because I was trying to get in sooner, but she's like, that's as soon as we can get. But I'm like, honestly, I just had this port put in yesterday. Like, I feel fine everywhere else, but like I don't know if I wanted to go get poked again. And I would have had to do the other biopsy on this side as well at 12 o'clock. So very close to the port. And the day after the biopsy, you are sore in those areas. Like you can't really like lift your arm how you usually would. And the other one is in my lymph node on this side that they want to check out. They think it's looking like it's just swollen. It could be aggravated. But I'm like, you saw that when you did the biopsy for the left side, it was already there, because sometimes the biopsies can aggravate your lymph nodes. But it was already there. So, but it's only that one that's swollen. So I'm just hoping that it's only transferred to that one and not. But if it would have transferred throughout the body, then it would have been in multiple lymph nodes, and that would have shown on the MRI or the ultrasound. So she even says one on this side is most likely a fibromatosis, which we're going to cross our fingers for, but she said they look different, but we're not going to go down that rabbit hole until we get there. The point of the story, I mean the moral, what they want to do the most basically is get the port in so we can start treatment regardless of whatever anything else is. I don't know where I left off. Camera just stopped working. I don't understand why it just cuts off on its own, and there's plenty of memory on this card. So anyway, I'm happy that I don't have to go do a biopsy today because you are sore a little bit afterwards. I really want to take this day to rest. My fiance just went to go get my prescription. So when she gets back, then I will take that and get rid of a little bit of the soreness. I have tomorrow off as well because I figured that I'd begin a biopsy today, so I would be sore tomorrow from a biopsy. But would still be sore from my port. So I'm glad that I have tomorrow off, and then I go in on Friday. It's a light day. I only have 3 clients. Even though I pushed my schedule back, so I'll only be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sundays are a really light day. I only do like 2 people on Sundays, maybe even 1. I'm still keeping it light, so I'm only gonna do like 2 to 3 people. As of now, the schedule has 4 because they were already booked prior. Like I have people that book months in advance, so that was already booked. So, you know, it is what it is. But I haven't started chemo yet, so like energy level wise, I feel like I could go. But I know once I twist this neck or this arm the wrong way, it's over. I hate this camera. I do not like the Sony VZ1. I don't. I do not like it. I'm gonna just throw that out there. So I am going to get another camera after let me see something. See, using that arm. I'm about to move you in front of the window with the cold air and see if it cools down the camera. See if it works like that. Like, why are you hot? I'm gonna just put my blinky on. Like, cool down. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new camera because this Sony, the VZ, is just not, it's not hitting. It just cuts off randomly out of nowhere. It gets hot after you've been on it for literally like 10 minutes. I don't like it, so I'm going to invest in the Canon. The Canon's not that much. So anyway, I've been saying that. Y'all know that. But anyway, it doesn't hurt that bad. It's more of a sore feeling, but I have been taking medicine periodically. I've been taking ibuprofen. Motrin will work. I just been trying to stay hydrated. So I've been drinking lots and lots of water. I drank all my water. I'm drinking my fiance's water now. So I think I was talking about working. I do plan to work while I'm on chemo, but like I said, I'm going to keep it light. My classic clients and those type of clients, I'm going to send to my other colleagues because those are simple sets. They haven't been doing lashes as long as I have, but they are definitely good enough to do, you know, a classic, gorgeous, some simple stuff. Now, if you want some high-tech, advanced mapping, I have wispy sets, spiky sets. I even have choppy sets, like, then that's a different story. But the point is that I want to get them all able to do these type of lashes. Anyway, I can talk about every time I start talking, it drifts off into lashes. Clearly, that's what I do. But it's not that bad getting the port. That is the point of this little clip. I'm just going to do short increments of the journey, and then we'll do like a whole sit down at the end and talk about it, or like, you know, at certain mile points. But yeah, it's just shocking. It's really, really mind-blowing. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I got to do.